Hey, shalom, shalom, mishpacha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. I'm your host, Rabbi Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and today I'm going to talk to you about the neutrality of music. I would like to read to you from a very short blog that I wrote based on some criticisms that I've received through this YouTube channel. Growing up as a Christian, I grew up in an era where at the Christian bookstore you had to go to the counter and ask for the good stuff. And that's when the clerk would pull out a drawer from behind the cash that was full of Christian, contemporary, and rock music, as if it were some lewd pornography or something. And I grew up in a church where if you listened to anything but Southern gospel music, you were in sin and were yielding to the flesh. Now, I sincerely doubt that God is sitting on his throne with an iPod listening to nothing but the Mckameys or the Inspirations. Nor do I think he is exclusively listening to Petra or Michel W. Smith. Nor do I believe that he only listens to Paul Wilber or Matisyahu. Now, I've been bashed for having Christian rock music on my YouTube channel in my favorite section. Some people have unfriended me and unsubscribed me because of it. But when I was a Christian teenager, it was Christian rock music that kept me on the straight and narrow, gave me boldness to witness to my unsaved friends, and actually some of the songs provoked me to research and study the scriptures even harder. But the Christian rock music also kept me from premarital sex, drugs, and alcohol, and other pitfalls and temptations that comes along with adolescence and the Christian life. Now, actually, when I first encountered Christian rock music, I was raised and taught that anything that you could dance to or had a beat was evil, so I spent years researching Christian rock music and actually set out and intended to debunk and disprove Christian rock music, but actually ended up finding that the Bible does nothing but support it. Basically, the bottom line is, without getting into gritty detail, is that music is neutral. Neither good nor evil. Neither good nor bad. Music is neutral. It's how you channel the music, whom you direct it and dedicate it to, and what words you assign to it, which makes it good or evil, constructive or destructive. Now, personally, I don't like R&B, or the majority of rap music, but I'm not going to put God in a box and say he can't be worshipped with it, or he can't use it to reach out to others and edify others, because I know what Christian rock done for me. And it shocks people when I've told them that I felt the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, in a Christian rock song as much as I felt it in a Christian hymn or a messianic praise and worship song. I learned years ago not to draw boundaries around God, not to limit God. He is the one who sets the limits, not you or me. And every time I drew a line in self-righteous know-it-allism, he proved me wrong to my utter shame. You know what? We all have likes and we all have dislikes. We all have things that we agree on and things we don't agree on. And that's what makes the world go round, is the diversity. You know, I mean, some people out there may love, country music or Western style music. It's not for me. I don't like it. But I'm not going to down you who like it. And you got a brain in your head. If you're a believer, you've got the Ruach HaKodesh within you. And you have a personal relationship with God. And that's between you and him if you want to listen to Gretchen Jackson or Toby Keith or whoever. Me, not my cup of tea. I'm not going to down anybody. I'm not going to get on to anybody for that. Music is neutral. Personally, I still like, rock music, and I grew up in the Christian heavy metal and alternative music scene. I went to Cornerstone, Stage Dive, Mosh Pits, all that stuff, man, loved it. Still like it. Don't listen to it as much as I used to, kind of mellowing out in my older age, but yet also my musical taste expanding. Used to I didn't like rap music, and I didn't like hip hop or reggae, but man, Matisyahu has really turned me on to that. So my musical taste is expanding, and that's a beautiful thing. Is when you could be open-minded and expand your interest and your likes and your tastes. Because remember, it's all neutral. The creativity is neutral. Music in and of itself is neutral. It's how you use it which makes it good or bad. Fire. You know what? I can build a fire, heat my home. I can build a fire, cook my food. But I can use that same fire and burn my house down. I can take that same fire and burn someone to death, injure someone. I can take a scalpel and learn how to use it to be able to cut out disease and cancer. While at the same time, I can use it to, scar somebody up for life. Water. I could use it to drink. But I also can force it down somebody's throat and drown them. Water, fire, knives, neutral. It's how you use them. which makes it good or bad. Same with music. It's neutral. It's how you channel it, how you use it, which makes it good or evil. The words and the things you assign to it, which makes it good or bad. Anyway, never thought I'd be making this video, because I thought that people were so over the music issue, because you can go into any Christian bookstore and find any kind of genre of Christian music that you could imagine, and nobody makes a big deal about it anymore. But yet there's still some people who have an issue with it and have a problem with it. So this is my stance, and I'm standing firm. Yeah, this is the hill I choose to die on when it comes to the issue of music, because I've lived it, I've been through it, I've studied it thoroughly. And so the whole music issue, that's the way I view it. The rest is between you and God. Thanks for watching. Shalom, Shavuot Tov.